This is a pretty incredible Poppy game that I played recently, and I obviously didn't record it, so that's why I'm doing a little voiceover for a replay. I've got another. I want to do another one of these. So this is like the
Welcome
very
to
first time
Summoner's Rift.
I've ever done this before, so it might be a little scuffed. Like a 20-something minute game, and
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I don't know. I felt like it was good. It was pretty fun. I really enjoy playing Poppy. She's one of my favorite jungles as of late. In terms of like actual jungles, I don't really know why, but it requires an actual. It requires a decent team. A decent team that's like knows how she works and it isn't just entirely
Minions have
I
spawned.
guess has the capacity to understand what a gank is, because they're you only really ever have good Poppy games when you
Loves me,
are.
loves me not. Loves
Hi
me
Morgana,
not.
great to see you.
Loves me.
Um,
An Oxian and a Freljordian walking
Thanks
together.
Poppy. But you really never have good Poppy games when your team actually understands how you work, because Poppy is such a heavy ganker that it requires you to know not only your gank timings but also know under what situation you can gank and stuff like that, because a lot of Poppy is landing your E into a wall and then landing your Q to follow up. Well, we got red here. We smite Krugs like usual. Good normal start. We went blue here. Poppy works really well with blue, just because you need that a little bit of extra movement speed to pair with your W, which works really well.
Don't move!
I don't really know why I started there, but you know, whatever. That's just part of life. Here, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking mid. Which mid is looking really volatile. But I do grab, oh, here we actually go. I'm looking mid here. Nice. Nice. I actually missed one bird here, which I went back to go look for, and I believe the jungle pet actually took care of it. So I actually wasted a little bit of time there, but it was a really great gank. That's a really big important lesson in looking at your mid lane when you're on either wolves or on birds, because to be honest, it's really important to do such. It's important to basically not play locked cam like I'm doing right here. Obviously only doing locked cam because I'm just finishing this jungle clear. I'm looking a little bit of top. Top is looking not even remotely gankable, so I'm not really concerned. I'm gonna take blue. I'm gonna take Cromp here, and then I'm gonna try and look to grab Scuttlebug when time comes. Gonna smite blue. It's kind of a waste of a smite to do it so late. Could have done it at 600. But we actually have Graves coming in. He's right here. I'd like to... Which, Graves into Poppy is actually a losing matchup. However, this Graves doesn't really know what he's doing too much. So, he is going to flash away, and if I'm not mistaken... I noticed Scuttle's gone, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't know where he went, but... We did trade flashes, so I'm not really concerned about him flashing. But I do see him mid lane. He gets one tapped by a Q, I believe, from Miss Syndra. Which I don't. Did I get an assist for? Oops. Sorry. I didn't get an assist for, unfortunately. Go ahead and smite away Scuttlebug, just to make sure we have vision. Looking bot lane. I actually I actually tell Morgana here that I cannot help her unless the Pantheon keeps coming up, but he decides not to, so we take it back. That's Syndra. We go ahead and grab Sheen, Sheen off of this buy here. Sheen and Boots. We're going Merc Treads this game. Purely because Pantheon, Xayah, Graves, who are all currently on the Dragon. I know for a fact I can't take Dragon. I ping for it, but I don't think we can grab Dragon here. But we do try. Hang on. Graves dies here. I get sent away. Okay, and then we actually do get drag here. That's crazy. Awesome. In case you guys are wondering why I'm a little bit out of it, I played this game like what feels like a week ago, but this Pantheon keeps on trying to W into me, and he doesn't realize that my W cancels it as well. That we grab here, and then I'm basically just hoping to get E here, but I get him with a Q, and then I die to Graves, and I give 150 gold over to him as well, unfortunately. But with a couple of ignite procs, we're all alright. I don't mind dying. This is what the scoreboard looks like right now. 3-1-1 on Poppy. We're looking some lane states right now. Nothing huge. Graves is actually free farming mid for some reason. We're gonna go ahead and clear. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, Morgana out here being the goat. Unfortunately dying to this though. But shutdown was worth more than 300 gold that they actually died for, which is not bad at all. Now we're going for level 6 here, which I believe we get off of this next camp. Which is the reason why I'm farming. Poppy is a huge team player. You don't really want to be power farming too much. It's not really important on Poppy. We're looking mid again because mid's looking gankable. And then he backed up, so we're gonna go back to just farming some more. Go ahead and clear wolves. We're gonna work our way. We see Graves here taking Scuttle. I'm working topside in an attempt to grab this Rift Herald, even though it's on vision. But if I'm not mistaken, Poppy can actually E over and hit the Rift Herald without being on vision here. Gwen is just free farming this Mordekaiser, unfortunately. And Silas is also doing pretty well as well. We can go ahead and check to see that Gwen is actually doing... I'm gonna go ahead and get off locked cam here. But Gwen rotating south, I'm assuming that she's gonna be hanging out around the bush, and she's not. So we're gonna try and grab this Rift Herald without much contention. Except Poppy shows up, Pantheon also shows up. I go ahead and block Pantheon with an E, or with a Q, with a W. Sorry, I don't know any of my abilities. And then, unfortunately, with two ults, which I do ping to the team, 2 ults, I will take it. I'll take Rift Herald as well, and another Dark Harvest stack as well from Pantheon. Which I don't even know where Pantheon came from. I feel like maybe he was rotating. Here I'm grabbing, I believe, Divine Sundiver.
Killing spree.
It unfortunately got nerfed a little bit, but you know what? It's actually still pretty good. It's probably the best Sheen item Poppy's got. We're gonna hit W to get back to our birds faster. Actually, no, we're going mid. Actually, my apologies. Because we're gonna go drop Rift Herald behind tower here. Making sure that we're watching Silas to make sure that this thing can crash. And then we're gonna go ahead and take his wolves. Making sure that this crashes. We're gonna smite it away. Crashes. We got money. We're rolling in bank right now. We're gonna check this blue. Okay, his blues are down. We're gonna take his crop. Hit level 8 off of that. Bot lane is doing really well. I haven't felt the need to gank bot lane too much. This Jin Morgana double root combo is doing really well. I'm gonna go ahead and sit and plot push here, watching these two. J-Mo pushes up and do a little bait. Unfortunately, the bait does get him killed, but we do get one out of this, if I'm not mistaken. Nice, with a Q to finish up. We're looking at Graves. And we're looking Graves and Silas here. But unfortunately, I also die here. But I take Zaya with me. So, we'll take that. Syndra is doing good with the space I did make for her. Unfortunately, Mordekaiser's not pushing into this wave. But now we're back. We're back with our cash. We got our boots, and we're waiting for Bramble Vest here to try and reduce the Silas healing, because Silas is a nightmare champion. Everyone dislikes Silas, and at least for me, I absolutely abhor Silas. We're going to go and posture towards Drake. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose Drake, but can we secure a kill off of this? It's looking like we're going for Pantheon here. Easy peasy. Pantheon doesn't really know that his E blocks in front of him instead of behind him. Syndra's looking, but I'm looking around the map like a goober looking for the Zaya that did get away, who I'm a little upset about. But since I did rotate for Zaya, I'm going to go ahead and take his wolves. The entire objective here, I didn't even know. Well, obviously I don't know this information. He also doesn't really know what to build here. He doesn't know whether to build Eclipse or Ghost Blade. I didn't realize. But the entire objective here is to we're gonna go ahead and block that. We're gonna go ahead and get him out of here so I can grab this crop all by myself. Thank you. But the entire objective this game was to make sure that Graves does not scale very highly. Make sure that he stays down in everything. So make sure that we try and get ahead of him in farm. Try and make sure that we get ahead of him in items. Try and make sure that we're trying to stay in the game as much as possible, playing a heavily ganking support champ. But good job bot lane. Nicely done. But yeah, Poppy's... Pardon me. Poppy's Q with the hammer shock ability, with that 9% max physical health damage, it feels like it does so much damage, which is really nice. It feels really powerful. It does Poppy a really good job. We're sitting at 8 Dark Harvest stacks here. Looking at mid as well, just to make sure that, you know, Silas doesn't do anything weird. I'm gonna go ahead and also immediately see that Gwen is hanging out here. She thinks that she's hot stuff. She's level 12, I'm level 9, but she doesn't realize that Poppy does so much damage. 600 gold for the Poppy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for that paycheck. Go ahead and grab blue. We're gonna go ahead and see that Gromp's gone. Probably should have realized Gromp was gone earlier, but whatever. And Scuttle's also gone, which kind of sucks. Which means, you know what? We're just gonna take a recall. There's nothing to do on the map. There's no... I'm not gonna be able to get down here in time, so we're just gonna have to accept that. But we are gonna take a recall with our 600 bucks. We're gonna go ahead and buy a beautiful, beautiful rest of Thornmail. We're gonna grab another piece of cloth armor just to make sure that Graves cannot kill me. Same thing with, I believe, Silas. Silas does physical damage, if I'm not mistaken. I think he does. No, he didn't. Sorry, he does magic damage. I don't know. I was building armor
Team's turret has been destroyed.
because I was like, oh, he has to do. Yeah, oh, I got rid of the minimap. My apologies. Minimap, scoreboard, back to Poppy. Go ahead. And... Hold on, just happened right there. I apologize. Interface visibility. We're gonna go ahead and get Gwen out of here to hope that maybe Mordekaiser can help me out. This Graves doesn't have much ability to kill me any longer because he's got inside of Mordekaiser ult here. We're gonna go ahead and 1v1 Silas. Silas easily gone. Unfortunately, we did lose Rift Herald, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and flash over this because I expect her to be waiting for me. I'm gonna go ahead and hit her as well with a smite Q. And then we're gonna go ahead and check his jungle. Just to make sure. And then unfortunately, out of the bush comes a Pantheon. With his Q fully stacked. Which really sucks. That really sucks. I was really hoping to get more ahead there. But unfortunately, that is not the case. With 15 seconds on my respawn timer, I'm looking around the map. Seeing that bot lane's doing incredibly well. I never felt the need to come gank bot lane, and I don't really think they wanted me to gank, to be honest. We see Graves.
Red team's turret has been
Oh, I also see that all of my camps are up. So my camps are a little bit more important than this Graves, mainly because Syndra is level 12. However, I can't really prevent that. I can't prevent that either. So just go ahead and farm. I didn't even... This is pretty funny to see that there was a surrender vote for red team here. We're not looking bot lane here. Oh, okay. We're looking to secure Scuttle. We got ignited by Silas here. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that he cannot dash into me with my W. We're gonna go ahead and finish him off here with an E to the wall. Get a shutdown, a nice little $150. And now we're looking bot lane because they're quite overextended. This Xayah, I'm like, oh, you're so dead meat, Xayah. Thanks for the free flash. And then we're gonna go ahead and do drag because, you know, there's 3 dead. Graves has absolutely no prio this entire game. He shows up, it's like, okay, big deal, who cares? This guy ain't nothing. We're gonna go ahead and just E him into the wall here. Completely burst him in basically half a second. I'm gonna go ahead and tank for this team here, so that way my Syndra and my Morgana don't take much damage. Because I want them to stay in the fight, because I don't really need to recall, at least I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and push W here to get to my birds a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and check red. Oh, there's a control ward red. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this first. Clear red here. Look at Pantheon. Pantheon's kind of gone. Who cares? Bye, Pantheon. Have a good day. I cleared red. I don't even know why I went. I don't even know why I pat the Krugs there, but whatever. You know, baby elo things. I think I can get both of these people. That's why I'm being so confident. I'm like, okay, you know what? You're right. My bad. That's my fault. My fault. Okay, Syndra, take care of it. And now we go back in. It's all about disengaging and re-engaging with Poppy, peeling as much as you possibly can. We're gonna do some cosmetic damage. We're gonna hit him with a shield, and we're gonna die here, unfortunately. But we did pick up Dead Man's Plate here, so we are actually very, very, very big here. Mordekaiser, unable to hold this Poppy, so he goes for a... I didn't even... That was on camera. That man just failed flash. Wow. But not to hit on this Mordekaiser, of course, but he is, I believe, he was first timing Mordekaiser here. Seeing this Night Harvester and this Cosmic Drive on Mr. Silas himself kinda scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. So I know that Silas gets really strong a little bit later, so I'm like, okay, we need to kind of end this game quickly. So I'm like, maybe we can possibly go for a Baron here. Maybe we go for a Baron, maybe we go for something else. But at the moment, I am going to make sure that this Gwen stops pushing. After grabbing this Grump. I don't even think this Grump does anything about it. Actually, it would, if I get this kill here, I would level up. Again, I flash into an E. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I stay on this Gwen at all times. She can't dash away from me because I got W on her. We go ahead and get another shutdown, 300 bucks, into the pocket of Poppy. We're going to go ahead and prepare for this next fight. It looks like they're going to fully prep for this Baron here. However, I'll go ahead and take a flash and a W from Pantheon. If the team is going to go ahead and collapse here, I'm going to go ahead and push W into an E into a Q. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this Graves, who doesn't really have a problem. We're going to grab Baron here, maybe? Yep, we're going to grab Baron here. With really no pressure, we don't have to worry too much about this teleport, because there's no real worries. I'm not really concerned about the fact that I don't have Smite, because I know that it's going to take us a minute or two to actually get this down. Mordekaiser is just kind of hanging out, slow pushing. I don't think anyone sees this teleport, to be honest with you. But it doesn't really matter, because Gwen decides to peek out. She pushes her ult. She go ahead and hits E into the wall, then immediately hits the W, which does a lot of damage, into a fourth shot from Mr. Jin himself. We're gonna go ahead and secure Scuttlebug here. Pantheon really thinking that he can do something here. He's gonna go ahead and that was a pretty lucky grab with a W from Poppy into that W from Pantheon. He's gonna go ahead and get burst, even though he has Maul and Lephatus. It does not matter to physical damage here. Ocean Drake is pinged multiple times from Syndra, which means, you know what, brother, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go ahead and hit that E onto that Graves. Again, Graves not really a problem here. We're gonna go ahead and try and heal for the team into this to get this Silas off. Huge Silas death here. A flash from Zyra does not matter, unfortunately. But you know what? You know, Dragon might be important, but you know what? Towers and inhibs are pretty important too. We're gonna go ahead and push this tower here, this tower in tier 3s. We're also gonna try and secure this. I'm gonna go ahead and completely try and block off this Gwen from doing anything this game. Unfortunately, I do die. But I'm like, hey guys, be careful, let's grab this, and then let's boogie out of here. And that's what the team does after killing Graves here, if I'm not mistaken. Graves should die. Yep, Graves is gone. And then they're gonna go ahead and clear this wave. And they're gonna go ahead and back off. Wonderful, wonderful siege. We lost 1 for 1, actually 1 for 2, which is always good. Looks like we're going to be prepping for Drake here, and we're going to go ahead and secure the third Drake, the fourth Drake, the third Drake for my team, with a wonderful Morgana. I believe that's a W, and then E. Puppy again spawns. I'm not really concerned about getting to Drake here. I'm more concerned about let me just get a little bit of levels with clearing my Krugs, my red, and then 2 Raptors. Looking around the minimap, Not much is really happening, not really too concerned about anything. I'm very big. I got Force of Nature, so now Silas basically does nothing to me. We've got Dead Man's, just for some movement speed and for that really thick shield throw. Obviously, Divine Sunderer and Sheen making everything worth it. Graves again going down, unfortunately. Another ult from Mr. Jin. Unfortunately, it doesn't really connect with anything. And yet, guess who's out of place again? Mr. Pantheon. Unfortunately, that E does not actually connect, but the R will. And then along with that, there goes Mr. Pantheon down to Gale Force. We're gonna go ahead and try and end the game off with this single push here with this single minion. I didn't even realize it was a single minion. That's pretty funny. A single super minion. 4 people. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was an incredibly good game. I felt like the need to make a video on this because it just felt like a really great game. They continuously dash into my W's, and that makes it an incredibly good game. I will show the stats here in a little bit, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was really fun to make. It was really fun to commentate on too. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.